It is good to have the visibility or granularity of the data, adding as many hierarchies as possible. But at the same time, not all the users would be interested to see the data at the lowest level of granularity. In such a scenario, users would expect a function like pivot. In Inforiver Matrix, we have an inbuilt pivot feature that works directly inside the visualization. Let's take a look at these examples. So I've got two Inforiver write-back matrix here, and this matrix has got 5 hierarchies in the row dimensions. Let me go to the first report and I'll just go to the focus mode. This one does not have any hierarchies in the row dimension. However, we've got 3 measures coming from our semantic model. Now, in the Insert tab, you have an option called Pivot. Right now, it is disabled because the only condition to activate this or enable this feature is to have row dimensions, more than one row dimensions to be very precise. So we are going to add region, and then we will add city, and then we will add channel. As you see that we have got the pivot option enabled now. So I'll click on this option. And now, as a user, I would actually be pivoting this information that I see on the table. So I'm going to have the first pivot directly created inside Inforiver write-back matrix visual, and I'll call it by region, and I'll only have region selected. I'll add another one, and this time I'll call it by channel and region. So we'll select channel and region. And now the third one, let's duplicate this and then rename this, and we will call it by channel and by city. Let's hit save. And now we will have our pivots listed here in the drop down. So when I click by region, I'll have the values only aggregated by region. We'll go to channel and region. We'll have it by channel and by region. And then the third one by channel and by city. At any given point of time, I want to go back to the original view. I can select all, or I can simply remove the pivot feature. Now, here's a very interesting thing here. If I go ahead and collapse all, you will see that not just the hierarchies that I have in my row dimension are respected here, but at the same time, I will also have my pivot views. Now let me click back to the report and get this report in focus mode, the other one. Here you will see, as soon as I collapse it, I have got similarly 3 different pivot views. Let me go to insert, click on pivot views, click on explorer because the pivot view is already created, and I'll have similar kind of pivot views that I have created. See you in the next video.